All right, guys, before we get into the video, we're going to be doing a new giveaway for you guys.
That giveaway is going to be the D&D Beyond Players Bundle, which includes not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 different books.
Yes, in that bundle, we have the Player's Handbook, the Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide, Xander's Guide to Everything, and Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. So we're going to have tons of character options in this bundle.
So stay tuned for that. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below on the video so you're entered to win a great giveaway coming from us very soon.
All right, guys, on to the video.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Urge. Alex Jameson. On our newer series here, we go over the new optional class features listed in Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. So these are additional passives, abilities, uses for your current abilities you already have as your base class that you can get as other choices, add-ons, special little things to change up the base class and add to what is currently available. For bards, they get access to a handful of extra spells. Boom, there they are.
Magic.
Cool. Nothing crazy there. A lot of they do get a couple extra CC spells, defensive spells. Mirror Image is a personal favorite of mine. Is a defensive at level 2. Prismatic Wall is just fun at level 9.
I think it's interesting giving some more healing spells to bards as well.
Mass Healing Word, yeah, absolutely.
Definitely make things interesting, especially with the other abilities they get.
Yes,
optional
indeed.
Features.
Synergy. At level 2, because I can't wait that long to give bards more stuff. Little jealous. That's okay. If a creature has a bardic inspiration die from you, and that person casts a spell that restores hit points or deals damage, creature can roll your bardic inspiration die and choose the target affected by the spell. So they add that number rolled as hit points for a healing spell or extra damage on a damaging spell. The bardic inspiration die is then lost. So again, it's just an extra way to spend the bardic inspiration.
And just as a reminder on here, with the bardic inspiration originally, you have to use it within the next 10 minutes when you get it, and it's normally only for ability checks, attack rolls, or saving throws that the creature makes with that. So one more use.
Right.
Extra damage or healing.
Again, I like versatility and choices. And speaking of versatility, that was smooth.
Transitions.
And the name of the next ability at level 4, because again, bards just don't have to wait long to get stuff. Bardic Versatility at level 4. So, whenever you reach a level in this class that grants an ability score improvement feature, so 4, 8, 12, 16, 19, you can do one of the following, representing a change in focus as you use your skills in magic. Replace one of the skills you chose for the expertise feature with one of your other skill proficiencies that isn't benefiting from expertise. So if you've added a party member who also has expertise in persuasion and you'd like to be able to be the person that now has deception and lies through their teeth, you have that choice.
There you go.
Also, you replace one cantrip you learn from this class spellcasting feature with another cantrip from the Bard spell list specifically.
Yes.
Most Bard cantrips are RP. They don't have a lot of combat-based cantrips off the top of my head. But again, you just got a choice to pick something else if you realize, you know what, I haven't used this spell, so let me pick something else.
And the other thing, too, is with expertise, you get expertise at level 3 and level 10. So you're getting 2 at 3 and then 2 again at 10. So you're going to eventually have 4 of these. So you're going to be able to swap those around as needed. If you find out you're not using something as much as you wanted to, you can swap it. I think this ability or this optional feature is more for the rules sticklers who are like, the book doesn't say you can change anything. So now the book does say you can.
Oh, yes, it does.
And I'd say I would put these optional class features on the same kind of grouping as like feats, because technically feats are optional features as well.
Sure.
So with those, because normally you only have the ability score improvements unless you use the optional feats rule, which lets you get some extra abilities and things like that, which these kind of fall under a very similar category.
Yep.
I would say a lot of the feats are probably even more powerful than a lot of these class options are. There are some that are pretty solid, but there's definitely some that I don't think you're going to break the game by giving your players these.
Nope.
And it's going to give them more utility, more stuff, more options to do. Now, if you're playing with newer players, probably not the best idea to give them more choices and options. But if you're playing with people who've played for a while, why not give them some extra stuff here and here? Just kind of mix things up, spice things up a little bit.
And because we don't know what order you've watched these videos in, sometimes we have to explain things in this, in every video. And this is an interesting point that I brought up in our barbarian version of the video, so check that one out as well. Self-plug. That I like the idea of using these besides just giving them flat when the level says to give them. Maybe it's an extra little reward to give because you've completed a little, like a mini checkpoint in the story, or this bard character did a really creative way to get them out of a tough group. And yes, bards are RP gods anyway because they're bards, but he got really creative in getting them out of a tough, sticky situation. They were able to avoid this really big problem because the barbarian really wanted to punch somebody in the throat because he's playing a barbarian, which is totally fine. And you're like, oh, because he did this extra thing, you're going to grant him that magical inspiration. So now his bardic inspiration does an extra thing, just as a little, like, hey, well done, bud. And you don't have to give it to him at 2. You can wait until level 3 or level 4, whenever this instance happens. Again, these are extra guidelines, extra options. Right. But definitely help create some extra depth for what the base character is able to do.
Yeah, you can find some unique ways to tie stuff in where maybe at the end of their quest, the person who gave them the quest reward that levels them up to this level is like a bard trainer. There you go. So you can kind of work in it's like a boon, but it's also like you were planning on it because it's milestone leveling. So you're like, the bard's going to get something because this is for, you know what I mean? So you can kind of work stuff in, make it more interesting. Boy. Yeah, so they kind of feel like, oh, I got this cool ability because of this quest, but it's in the book. It's an optional feature.
Freaking DMs, man.
So you can do some cool stuff with that. Yeah. But if you guys enjoyed the video, please remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so all of our new videos are coming out. Please let us know down in the comments below what your thoughts are on all these optional class features. If you think it's a good thing that they're adding these, if you think it's a bad thing because they're going to keep adding more or things are going to get more complicated, let us know what your thoughts are on that. Always love to read through those. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.